In this video, I'm going to be talking about LLY and a few other stocks. And this is kind of important for people who just like to buy the shares. I just want to give an example here, and this is a great example. So LLY came up on my scans. Um, Again, bio stocks, the right kind of bio stocks are hot. But let's click on LLY first. And I'm going to talk about the other stocks, the AKAO and ARRY as well. So here is this stock, and I talk about targets. These are the possible targets based on the pattern. 89 to $92 a share from here. Okay, and we're looking for confirmation. We're looking for power and pressure in these number areas here. So you press pause, but basically what I'm looking for is we'll get in early if we see a good volume push from 900K on a 50-minute chart. If the volume is less than that, then I would watch for it to base above 81.5 and look for power towards 82 to 82.5. Even these highs, it doesn't really matter. There is good volume action happening, so the stock is setting up. It might need to play around a bit. So one of the keys is volume here is going to help. Volume is been acting well, and this stock can move, as you can see. Now let's go back to power. And now, you know what? Just 1 second here. So I just want to show this, people. Here is LLY. These are options. So October 16, right? So if we just to show you something here, the 81 calls, the October 21s are trading at 119. The spread is 119 to 127. So there's not much of a spread. There's about a 10-cent spread, not bad. And then, of course, what is a little bit more interest happening here is in the 82, and there's 76. There's less of a spread over here. Wasn't much action happening, more in the 81 calls. But just to give you an example here, for let's say for example, this triggers and the options are going to cost $1 each. For $1,000, you will control 1,000 shares for $1,000. Okay, and of course, if you multiply that, if you buy 5,000 worth, then you control 5,000 shares for $5,000. Now, if you think about it here, if we go back to that, just give me 1 second. So here we're back at the LLY chart here that I blew up from the post. And if we were to push to this 89 tonight, those options are going to 200, 300%. So your $5,000 investment can go to 15,000, or your $1,000 investment could turn to 3,000. Double or triple, even more if we hit any of these targets. Okay. So, or let's say you get, whatever. Now, if we compare the amount of money we have to put into the cheaper stocks, and this is a more expensive stock, so this is a higher odds trade, just as an education. But for people who want to buy the shares, what I've done is I posted AKAO, and let's click on this. And so, theoretically, when this one triggers, if you're buying 1,000 shares, that's about five. If we're talking about an account as an example of 1,000 shares. People could buy whatever they want. It depends on their account size, everything. Well, let's say you're buying 1,000 shares. That's 5,000. Now this could make a move, a few dollar move, but the option, the LLY, if that one triggers, you could also make a lot of money or more money. We get into both, but if your account size, if you had to make a choice, LLY has a lot more money you can make on the options, providing it shows the power and the pressure, right? Just like this has to do the same thing, right? And there's even more risk in this too. But these are great setups, by the way. Let's go back. And of course, ARRY, another great setup. But this is for people who want to buy the shares and who need to look for the power. I think out of the two, the one that'll more likely trigger first, or is probably going to be AKAO. But anyways, these are great setups. So if someone wants to invest in the stocks, shares, check this plan out. What you do is you go click on the chart and you click on it again and it blows up. Okay, and this is all found on my stream. Go back to Power Trigger Trade here. And then of course if you want to see this one here, you just click on it again, and it blows up. Now, mind you, people, I'm a little bit sick, so you can hear me my voice a little bit. So, who am I? I'm Power Trigger Trade Sandro, and I make these kind of plans, these option plans. I'm kind of doing an open house this week. I kind of make these plans for my special followers on Power Plan Trades. Now, how can you become a special follower on Power Plan Trades? Well, you go to this Twitter link here. You can do a search for Power Trigger Trade on Twitter. And here was this pinned tweet. I don't have the video up right now, but every week I'll be posting a video, and you'll have a few days to get in. So by you watching my stream, you wait for my video to come up, and you're gonna click on the link, and it'll explain how to become a follower, and you want to take action as I'm only accepting people at the end of the week, just to make things easier for me. So as I only want the right kind of people, and I'm gonna make it. I'm changing. I'm gonna have people. Always in the weekend, because that should be the prime time for people to want to join, and they can see. You'll see my plans. So I'm kind of doing an open house with stuff like this LLY. I make these plans. These are strategic plans. I know. We look at volume. We want things to confirm. Just because I think LLY is good, it has to want to confirm. But I think this is one of the best ones to get into on the pharmaceutical company right now. I like the setup. I like it better than the other ones. I'm always looking for improving things all the time. And even though I posted these plans, none of them triggered yet, but they could trigger. And if you like it, go ahead. I mean, these are great. This is the whole point. We want to look for power and volume, pressure, and the right key price points, and take action. And now I'm making these videos. Now, by the way, give me just 1 second here. Let me press pause. I just created a new site on YouTube called Power Target Trades. So what you do is you type in the search Power Target, and then there's a space, and then you put trades, and it'll pull this up. I advise you to become a follower, as my videos will be hosted on here. So follow this channel, subscribe to this channel if you like my plans. You'll be able to review a lot of stuff that I'm doing, because I'll be making reviews and I'm making these videos to educate about my style. And you're going to be hearing a lot of interesting and amazing videos in the future. So if you like these plans that I'm doing, then that's what I suggest you do. So there you have, people. LLY and those other stocks I mentioned. Become a follower on Power Plan Trades. Follow Power Trigger Trade on Twitter and on StockTwits. Thanks for listening. Like the video.